Hello, quarantine. Finally able to get here a little bit earlier than usual. Hopefully, I'll say something that is helpful in the middle of this day. And if not, sorry in advance. First thing I really wanted to address was the memes. I'm seeing a whole lot of memes about the quarantine 15, and I have real problems with that. There is a lot to worry about right now, and so many other ways of distracting yourself than to fat shame yourself for wearing comfortable clothes. To be perfectly honest, like I see all these jokes, they're not helpful, but this is the type of comments that we are so used to making that the whole idea just to speak up and say, hey, that isn't very nice, or hey, that could hurt someone's feelings. You're too sensitive. It's just a joke. It's the sort of thing we shut down rather than examine, like, oh, that's kind of unnecessary and a little bit cruel. So if you really want to distract yourself, there are lots of ways to do it. I've suggested some here. I'm going to be suggesting some more. But wear comfortable clothes. It's an uncomfortable time. I'm about to go for a run. This is what I wear most of the time. Why? Because it's comfortable. Sometimes I get dressed to come here because that is my accomplishment for the day. As I said yesterday, yay, clothes that aren't pajamas. I can get back in my pajamas now. I feel like I've earned my pajamas. And you know what? They are comfortable and they have an elastic waistband. And there's nothing wrong with elastic waistbands. If you are mostly wearing clothes with elastic waistbands, you're winning at life. Isn't it nice to not have to get dressed on a day you don't want to? Isn't it kind of nice to not have that mandate to show up and look professional when it's the last thing in the world you'd want to do? Why the things that we say are very nice when it comes to the elastic waistbands and, the quarantine 15, I really wish that represented a nap. Like, during quarantine, I sure did get used to my 15. I need a 15er. If it was anything other than weight, I'd be really, really kind of okay with it.
By the way, I've been wearing the same pair of jeans. Wrangler came out with jeans that have a stretchy waistband, which is kind of the most genius thing in the world. I've been wearing the same pair of jeans for 2 weeks, and I'm working with notice because who notices that? But really, if I want to get really happy through all of this, I think I've found the best way to do it. If you need a break and you don't want to pay the $40 to go to essentially, Headspace or something like that, or you don't have too long, you can call 719-266-2837 and have free access to this.
Welcome to Call a Note, your emergency Hall and Oates helpline.
Emergency.
To hear one-on-one, please press 1. To hear it go, please press 2. To hear man-eater, please press 3. To hear privatize, please press 4.
Which review? Man-eater?
Man-eater, yeah.
Man-eater, yeah. And it just plays the song for you. It's just free, works better than the unemployment hotline, works better than, calling things. And literally it's a free Hall & Oates hotline. What's not awesome about that?
I have no idea why this exists.
No,
I have no idea who set it up.
So that's.
But from now on, when fat shaming starts happening and we hear things that don't make us happy, we're just going to turn this on and walk around, be like, we're on hold.
And our stretchy jean pants.
Yep, my husband.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go listen to Hall & Oates. By the way, I'll see you guys later.
Thank you. I love him. He is such a keeper. Oh my gosh. But yeah, seriously, this is there are a lot of ways to distract yourself. That's one right there. If all the talk, and I'm seeing a lot of it, of quarantine 15 is getting to you, get away from those Instagram accounts. Put those the people, even they're well-meaning, if they aren't receptive to it, just hide them from your feed for 30 days. Hit the little 3 dots. You can do that without unfriending or blocking. But if they're all this, what you need to do is shield yourself from the chatter and know that really amazing people still do really amazing work no matter what they wear. And the requirements of what we wear to show up to the office most of the time is BS anyway. I was not taken seriously at a job I had once, didn't get the job at the end of the summer because I wore a red dress one day when I didn't have a clean suit. And I was defined for some reason by that red dress. No one could ever get over it. What was I supposed to do? Show up in jeans? That would have been great. Oh, I can't do math now because I wore a red dress. When we think about it, it's really stupid. If you like clothes, great. If someone doesn't, fine. But it has nothing to do with your approach to work. And sweatpants, stretch pants, anything with a waistband says nothing about you. So how it became the sign of, I don't know, failure and depression. Here's what depression looks like: wearing super dirty sweatpants on top of super dirty body that hasn't bathed in over a week because you don't see the point. The signs of depression have nothing to do with like, oh, she put on sweatpants, this person is depressed. That has nothing to do with it. It's everything else that matters. It's not the thing. We came across that, funny enough, John Oliver, we were devotees, and John Oliver mentioned this on Sunday night. I think what he was saying, he's already on a call. This is what it's like having a office mate, a super sexy one in stretchy pants. But yeah, he saw that. And of course, it was like, that exists. That can't be real. My husband is that guy that will always call the number that he sees on the screen or hears in a song. And that's one of the many reasons why I love him so much. So that is why we know this exists. Thank you, John Oliver. But we've already used it multiple times since Sunday night. And we'll be using it that much more. And we hope that you will too. I think we're adorable, and I really do appreciate that. Yeah. Do what you got to do, and you can do it in sweatpants. Sweatpants ain't nothing about you. And if you want to get dressed, great. If you don't, fine, but don't quit. I mean, if anything, if I could beg you, quit judging. Don't let others judge. Push back against that notion in your head and everywhere you go about elastic waistpants. As far as I'm concerned, the fact that I can wear them all the time, anywhere I want to go, that's about as adult and badass as it gets. Because I felt like before I got married and had children, and when I had to perform, there was so much I had to do to fit other people's expectations. And now we see what freedom looks like. It's wearing whatever you want, having the work to be taken seriously. Work can be taken seriously no matter what a person is wearing. Why can't we do that more often? Dress up when it's like absolutely necessary to perform, and then the rest of the time just do whatever you need to do on a training day. I don't know. There's something to be said for sweatpants. Frankly, none of it is negative. You could show up to sweatpants and get ready for a meeting where you wear a suit just the same as you can show up to an office in a suit and get ready for a meeting where you wear a different suit. And you're more likely to have a clean suit ready on that day. Unlike the day that I did where I wore a red dress and was like, clearly you're not serious. Whatever. I am serious about coaching and loving you guys, and I'm real serious about that dude and anything that has to do with fat shaming, because I hate that nonsense. I hate it. And I love you, and I love that Hall Notes hotline, so we're going to get back to dancing to that. See you tomorrow.